Hey, this is Dave from Bourbons and Barrels coming at you with another double blind taste test. This one's gonna be a little bit different. I got my son behind the camera. He's also gonna taste it. He's 21 years old, goes to college. He's I want to kind of get where he's at as a college student, how he likes these, how he feels about these. I'm gonna have him give his rating first rather than I'll give mine, so that way my scores don't taint his scores. So he's like, oh, Dad says it's an 8, so it must be really good. I want to know what he truly thinks, so he can go first on that. Just so you guys know, we got t-shirts. If you're interested, we don't have the prices completely worked out yet, but if you're interested, go ahead and kick an email out to Bourbons, Bourbons, and Barrels @gmail.com, Bourbons and Barrels at gmail.com. Give us a follow on Twitter or X, whatever it's called nowadays. It's Bourbons, the letter N in Barrel on there. And then TikTok is @RealCrazyDave. So if you're interested, go ahead and give us a check. We've also got these stickers. If you're interested in the sticker, go ahead and just reach out and we can mail a few out for free. Or if you order a shirt, you'll get one with your shirt, kind of stuff like that. And then we'll be going out to Nashville this summer. So maybe you can, if you see them in Nashville, you can scan them. And then you can send us an email with a picture saying, hey, look, I saw this in Nashville. So we got 2 tastes. Since my son doesn't want to be on camera, he's going to reach over and grab. And then same thing on both sides. So let's go ahead and get this started and go from here. It's got a nice sweet nose. There's something on there. I can't wipe up my finger on it. Very familiar. Very familiar. I don't know if he'll say anything or not. Who knows? If you smell something you recognize, just go ahead and just shout it out there. And
I was gonna say it smells familiar as well.
okay. A little bit of caramel. I can smell caramel, but it's not. The caramel's very faint. A little bit of oak. Not a lot of oak though. It definitely smells like a younger age. It's got some decent fingers, legs, whatever you want to call them. Nice color. Not too dark, not too light. Let's go ahead and put it on the palate and see what I get from it. Definitely dries the tongue out right away. You can feel it's almost like a red wine. When it gets on your tongue, it kind of starts tightening down, drying it out. Definitely more burn and more, not even a lot of burn. It's not a lot of burn, but it's got some burn, and it's definitely doesn't taste as sweet as it smells. But it definitely dries the tongue out. All right. Do something a little bit different this time. I'm not going to finish that glass. I'm going to jump over to clean my palate out a little bit. And after we do that, go ahead.
It does it tastes like how some freshly stained wood. That's how I...
Freshly stained woods?
Yeah, that's what it tastes like to me.
So I'm going to go ahead and clear my palate out a little bit. And then go ahead and get this on the nose and kind of see how it smells compared to that one. The first one doesn't taste very proofy either. And if you can see on the bottom of the cup, there's letters. That way we know which one's which. This one's much sweeter. Wow, this is a whole lot sweeter.
It smells a lot more high quality.
Definitely. I know what you're saying. Like, it's not as strong like the ethanol. The alcohol smell is not real front forward, so you're definitely getting a lot of a lot of flavors in there. I can smell like a dehydrated cherry or freeze dried cherry smell in there.
Kind of like those smoker chips.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get it on the nose, see what it comes across as. Very good. That's very smooth.
A lot smoother.
Like this one's like here, and this one's smoother is like way up here. It's so much smoother. Doesn't have that feeling on your tongue like a red wine feel where it's drying your tongue out.
A lot less burn as well.
Definitely a lot less burn. Absolutely. I can get that fruitiness to it as well on the taste. Like it's not just on the nose. I can get some really good fruit smells to it. Definitely my favorite of the two. I'm gonna do another taste of. I'm gonna do another sip of the B, and then do another palate cleansing and do the A.
I feel like A is something I'd be more comfortable mixing with like a Coke.
Like
or
a good,
something.
yeah, like a nice mixer. Because or even making like an old fashioned or something like that, or like it's gonna have that more. It's gonna bring out that whiskey taste a little bit when you're doing, or the bourbon taste when you do the mixing.
I wouldn't be upset about not being able to taste it purely.
Yeah,
Like I would with B.
absolutely. Great finish on that second one too. The finish is just right there. It's real nice. Wow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right back into this first one here. I'm getting a lot of oak, a lot of wood, like a wet wood on this one. Like it's been like when we were outside working on that fence thing the other day. That's kind of what the smell.
Yeah.
I get that like that wet wood smell. And again, it's still just it just dries the mouth out. I don't know the word for that. I don't know what's a good way to describe it, but I'm definitely getting that. So we're gonna go ahead and you ready to give us scores?
I would say that one kind of tastes. It might not make a whole lot of sense, but it sounds stupid, but it almost has a industrial taste to it.
No, that's
compared to the second one for sure.
I can see that kind of like you're at a warehouse, kind of like the moisture and everything that's in the warehouse with the cart. Yeah, absolutely. What would you give A?
It's definitely in the sixes for me.
Sixes, okay. It's like a 6, high sixes, middle sixes, low 6.
It's definitely middle, but I'm leaning lower sixes, so maybe like 6, 6.4.
6.4. All right. Absolutely. That's a very, 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 very good score. I do like the alcohol taste, like the little bit of burn that you get there, and I do like a little bit of proofier stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and give it like a 6.6. So it's not much difference. Definitely in the 6 foot, the 6 range. And then how do you feel about a letter B there?
Letter B, let me smell it again.
Go ahead and smell it and give it another taste if you want. B is just...
It's a lot better.
It's just...
a lot higher quality.
It's definitely higher quality. So if you had to give it one, what would you give it?
I'm thinking low 8s probably. I'd say 8.2.
8.2
for me.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say, again, I'm probably gonna go a little bit higher. I'm probably gonna say like and not a whole lot higher, but just a smidge, like an 8.4. 8.4 on that one. So let's go ahead and see what we're doing here. Bought glass A. You can see it's taped. What do we got? It's Burnham Original. It's a 90 proof straight bourbon whiskey. 90 proof. It's is it Bernheim or Burnham? It is a product here. My wife's bringing over the thing. It's came out of a Heaven's Hills Distillery. They have like an American tasting experience thing. You get 5 bottles, and this one it's a wheat whiskey. It won double gold in 2014. Not horrible, not horrible. So, you know, but it's definitely something that I haven't had in a long time. So it's definitely an interesting one.
Far from the worst bourbon and whiskey I've ever had.
Far from the worst, but far from the best as well.
Correct, yeah.
So let's go ahead and go to B, which is Basil Hayden 80 proof. Wow. The Basil Hayden, it was my first start into bourbons. And this was this bottle right here. 80 proof. It's Kentucky Springs Distilling in Claremont-Frankfort, Kentucky. Very nice. Definitely a surprise. I haven't had either one of those in a long time, especially the Basil Hayden, since I started getting up there. So it takes me back. I might have to kind of start grabbing some more of that and trying some of their other stuff. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. That's going to help us kind of get up there and get things going. We have a plan set up that when we reach 1,000 subs, we're going to do a live event. There have a few places. I have a few bars and restaurants that I've already spoken to. They said they're down. And when we do them, we'll give away some free swag and invite anybody that wants to come out and sit down and do a tasting with us. We'll have like a couple bottles of each, so that way people can get a half-ounce pour or 1 ounce pour just to kind of enjoy themselves. My son Max, I'd like to thank him for coming out and jumping on this and doing it, and appreciate you stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe next time you'll be a little bit more ready to come on camera and say, hey.